Hey, what's going on, guys? Looking for Mighty Reptiles. My dad's here, my grandpa's here, my brother's here, and we are at Repticon. It's November 11th, and we're in Costa Mesa, right?
Costa Mesa.
So yeah.
County Fairground.
Let's get into it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not looking forward to sitting in this line. It's so long.
You got there, Logan?
This is a little snow girl, and she is gorgeous, and she will not let go of my hand.
She likes you.
One thing.
Got to take her home.
You gotta take her home.
And she's a pretty girl.
Yeah, she's definitely got albino. She loves to run around.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I like her side pattern, really pronounced.
I don't know. I should actually slide my glasses down if I'm going to do this.
I like how she's darker on one side than the other. Like, if you want to see the coloration, look at this side.
Right?
If you want to see pattern, look at this side. Does that show like that on the camera too? Or do they look the same?
Not that much. A little bit.
It's really pronounced up in the front. But every time I go to show it off, she wraps around my finger.
Right.
See, like, there you go. See
Very
up towards
pretty.
the front?
Yeah.
That's just
Very
It's
nice.
not very attractive.
this thing looks.
The different satin jeans that they've done,
Uh-huh.
nothing's really popped.
Look at it on the
You look
camera.
at this, and
Oh yeah, that really pops on camera. It's like a super Pescave almost, how well it pops.
Well, it is a super Gustave, and it has a little more on it.
Yeah. Insane. You're a good girl.
I have pastel inchy pied. I have an inchy pied to a pastel pied male breeding. And I have 8 eggs cooking right now. So maybe every single one will be pied and either pastel pied, inchy pied.
And then she's the one that takes other people's missed meal.
Oh yeah. She'll eat.
Alright, so day 1 is over. We're about to leave for actually day 2 right now. We didn't do a recap. We wanted to do an entire recap. We're probably not going to actually go out and get anything. We may get 1 or 2 snakes, just if we see some good deals arise. But we really got everything that we were looking for. And, you know, just to make you guys not mad that I doing 2 days in one video rather than the daily ones that I did, I'm going to show you guys little Eddie and how he's coming along. He is officially 9 days old. He should be opening his eyes in the next couple of days, and he is huge. He looks just like his dad most of all. He has his entire face. He's got his mom's stubby ears, but he's got his mom's pattern on his dad's color. So it looks really cool, and he just kind of likes to hang out. So it's really cool to just be able to hold him. I mean, even though his eyes are closed and he doesn't know much for what's going on, he's got a little personality to him. Yeah, he is just adorable. Let's see if we can get it to actually focus on him and not me. Come on, G7X. You can do it. He is just so cute. Let's see if we can get his back. You can see his little skid mark, and he has pattern on both sides. But this little guy's awesome, and this is like the prime reason why I really can't. I really like the color on retics, but I could never own one. Just because feeding either rabbits or lambs, I don't think I can do it. So it was just, and this guy just completely reminded me of that. But other than that, if I can get one that was on rats, I'd definitely do it, 100%, if I had rack space. These ones won't work. But yeah, other than that, let's get to day 2.
You have such long legs and walk so slowly.
It's because you have to pee.
Yeah. Still.
Alright, back for day 2, and actually finally remembered to bring sticky snakes. So I feel really bad about that. I got mixed up on which snakes I was supposed to bring, so I brought one of the wrong ones.
You did?
Yeah, I brought the female instead of the male.
Oh, I didn't know
caught
that.
it. But yeah, make sure to check them out, Python Jesters. I'll leave their link down in the description. If not, you guys better correct me and let me know, and I'll put it down there. But yeah, time to get there. All right, I just got talked into a deal against my will. Got this female killer bee, possible blade. We're betting on it's being blade, just because of that striping. It's a little weird compared to the bumblebee. And she is 100% heifer clown. Here's where it all started. One little Mexican black king. This thing is awesome.
Let's look at it.
What would you recommend for a setup on these?
At least it's big right now. Linear lights, not screw-in lights, not screw-in UVB lights, but the linear long ones. T5 for sure, not the T8, which is the big one. A misting system is good, but only once a day, early in the morning, so that it has a chance to dry out through the day. So if you don't have a misting system, all you want to do is spray the cage sideways and clog the cage up in the morning so it's full of water and it evaporates out of the cage. That's perfect for the humidity-wise. So if you keep them in a bedroom where there's a bathroom in the in the same room, that's even better because as soon as you open the door, it just fogs everything up anyway, and that's perfect.
How bright.
The first chance to eat all day, right? Yeah.
It's just, even with the normal desert ghosts, it's just crazy.
The single gene visuals I made, this all right away. Yeah, this is the only visual I have left.
Alright, so we're walking out of day 2, and we did actually end up with another one. This one actually just kind of hit my soft spot a little bit, I'm going to admit that one. So, those of you guys have been around for a while, the first time that we filmed actually at AEP's house was the, it said like, IDR takes over AEP plus sad news or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And that was when my girl that was like the most pet of like our breeders, or she was little, I shouldn't say breeders, but she was going to be a breeder, had passed away that morning. And just a random incident, and I found a little super pastel. However, she is het clown, so gonna go great with Horton in a few years, but you know, I just couldn't pass it up. It kind of somewhat filled the hole.
Be nice. Killer leopard blade clowns.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so hopefully she produces some cool things, but yeah, it was just definitely hit a soft spot right there, and I just walked past the car. All right, so I'm actually filming this at like 10 at night. We got back, and it was awesome. Like, it was really cool to be able to go out and talk to everybody. This wasn't meant to be a buying time around, but it ended up being a buying time around. We ended up coming home with 2 days with 7 snakes. So I'm going to show you guys all of those, but first, since I showed you guys the little guy, I had to show you guys another update, and that is the little guy opened his eyes. Just when I went and picked him up when I got home, it was probably, I was holding him for about 5 minutes. He had his eyes closed still, was petting him, and randomly just boop, opened up his eyes, and he's like, hey, what's going on? So ever since then, he's been exploring, and he's so cute. But yeah, just next, really, to get onto the stories of just what exactly happened over there. It was a great experience. I always enjoyed talking to Dark Cloud, Porters, just everybody. OC Balls, Tyler was there. He came down from Vegas, so that was really cool. We currently are housing some of his snakes, so you know, we have a good relationship before he actually moved. Didn't expect him to actually come down. That was really cool to see. However, he did sell most of his stock out in Vegas before coming down, so he had a small amount. And we still may end up with some more of his snakes here. My brother was interested in one, but he has to get some rack systems beforehand. And actually, before I forget about it, just huge shout out to Jonathan 808 ball pythons. It was really cool talking to you and your son, and man, it was just amazing. If you guys didn't know, one of the snakes he had just given to us, and it is awesome. I'm going to mention it again once we get to that snake, but huge shout out. Follow him on YouTube and Instagram. His Instagram is 808_ball pythons, and I'm not 100% sure what his channel is called on YouTube, so I don't want to say it in the video, but it'll be down in the description for sure. I'm not going to forget that one. And then as for finally meeting Stickney, you and your dad, just really cool. Sorry I forgot to bring him the first day. I mixed him up. I brought the female fire, and then on the way I was like, I was supposed to bring the male. So good thing you guys came out the second day. Otherwise I would have either driven it to you. It's a 4-hour drive. I still would have done it, or I would have shipped it to you for free. But it's really cool. And then if you guys didn't know, they are the proud owners of our first ever hatched ball python, and that is Bran, our Exanthic spider, 50% het albino. Just really cool guy. It really hurt to actually let him go, but you know, if he was a girl we would have kept him. But we really did not need a male that we didn't know was 100% het for albino. But so, you know, it just kind of sucks. A lot of our females are spider, and you know, spider is a little bit weird. Some people say it's lethal, some people say it's not. I'm just not gonna mess with it. But yeah, it's kind of how it is. And they also are going to be the proud owners. I mean, they do own them. They have paid for them. We're just getting them up to weight. Is Yin, the smaller albino het Exanthic twin. So there's two little landmarks of our channel there, and this guy's already gone to sleep on my hands over there, so make sure to check them out. I'm also going to have them down in the description. They caught me on video, and I unfortunately at the time just wasn't, I didn't record at the time. I probably should have, so that really sucks. I'm sorry about that. Same with Gray's Reptiles. Sorry that I actually didn't get any footage with you. I got the footage of I'm sorry, I'm completely blanking. Of your daughter actually like reacting to getting her free snake from Jonathan as well, and they also got a really good vlog, and he does a way better job of vlogging expos than I do. He goes through there and he films all the highlights, everybody's snakes that are just really cool, and I feel like I really do a poor job of that. I get really caught up in going out and talking to people, and I forget that I have a camera and I should be recording, and he is just on top of it. But it was really cool to see you guys and actually recognize each other. If you guys didn't know, he actually caught me in San Diego at the Super Show on video when I was picking up the snake for my dad on his birthday. He caught me and Jimmy at Ball Life scheming, but he didn't recognize us at the time, and I was just on video there. So definitely check out that video, because it's a little funny hearing the back, because it was not on my video. I actually cut that part out. But yeah, it's just awesome. And I've made a few decisions in terms of what I want to do, and for two of my non-ball python stuff coming up, actually 3. I guess you could say 4 too, but those are just like really aspirations. But just completely leaving snakes in general. I decided that I am not going to pursue the green tree python right away. I just, as you guys saw, I held the blue chameleon, and that thing sold me. I've wanted a chameleon. I know it's just completely different. I knew if I had a green tree, it'd be like similar. I'm not going to say it's the same maintenance as a ball python, but I mean, it would have been similar. I wouldn't have to go out and get different food. I can use the stuff that we already breed. But in which case, the chameleon just absolutely sold me. It was a really cool experience to be able to hold it, and you know, it'd be really nice to have some differentiation in here, just for the vlogs. You know, we got the rabbit, we got the snakes, and we would have the chameleon. So first, to get some things sorted out, we definitely have some projects to fill out, but then I'm going to be looking for a chameleon, and I know exactly who I'm going to get it from. I know exactly the type I'm going to get. and it's gonna be awesome. So for those of you guys who know or just want to look up what I'm going to be getting, it's going to be a Nosebleed Blue chameleon. I just love the blue, if you guys didn't notice that, because our logo has some blue to it. It's the blue glow. Our font and everything is in blue. That is just the color I just absolutely love. And of course I say this while I'm in a red shirt, so that is of course what I do. But other than that, I've been teetering. I've really for a long time have admired the patterns and colors that come with retics, but the size is just really hard to manage. And I got to talk to, I really want to say it was SoCal Herps. Actually, I think that's right. I think I got that one right. SoCal Herps. Him and his girlfriend were there. Maybe fiance, maybe wife, I don't know which. But it was just really cool. I got to talk about some hog noses and future stuff that's going to come up with Hammy over there. Pretty much picked out which one I want to be his girlfriend, or his first one, I guess I should say, because he's going to be a breeder male. He's going to have multiple, but I figured out which one is going to be his first if it doesn't sell, in which case it probably might, because it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it's perfect for Hammy. But it is, man, there's so much I want to say, so that's why I'm rambling a little bit and going here and back. But they have a little retic of their own, and I really got to go and get as much information, like really pick their brain on it. And that was something that was really cool, because I've had a lot of doubts. There's a lot of conflicting opinions when it comes to being online, and being able to just talk to somebody who can answer almost all of my questions was really cool. So I also decided that I'm going to be looking at getting a super dwarf, as it will just fit into a CV70, and I can I don't have to get any of the special enclosures, and that way I also don't have to feed any of these, because that would break my heart. But that is just pretty much what happened. I guess 3 and 4 is stuff that I've talked about, and that is king snakes. I really love colubrids. Colubrids is what started my journey into the whole snake realm here, and I guess reptile in general. As my first snake was Mexican Black King, I found somebody who is a great breeder who does all colubrids. I mean, for the most part, he does some ball pythons, but he's mostly colubrids. I have a hair in my eye, and it's really bothering me. But he does Mexican Black Kings, and I was able to arrange with him that I can get a pair pretty soon. I told him that I'm going to be filling out my projects. I need to fix my male to female ratio first, and then I'm going to actually be going and picking up some colubrids from him. I'm going to get 2 different breeding pairs, one being Mexican Black King snakes, and one being what I was actually looking for when I bought my Mexican Black King snake, and that is the gray banded. And if you didn't know what that those look like, they are just gray, and they have orange saddles with the black outline. And when you get them just right, they'll be like 50-50 stripes all the way down, and it's just very pretty. And that is actually the snake that made me want to get a snake in the first place. You know, besides seeing all the pretty things, but it was like, that was the snake that I saw. I was like, I need to go get one of these now. And then of course when I got to the show, I didn't see one that was exactly how I wanted it, and then that Mexican Black King snake just sold me. And then I also have funny stories about just that whole journey that I probably should vlog, and I'm now going to write that down right after this. But it is just, it was a cool experience. It was really cool. I'm a little bummed because, as you guys know, I am if you guys tune into the auctions or watch afterwards, I'm selling my car. So there was an NARBC auction that I was really looking forward to going into, and it's a really nice time to be able to buy things, and you know, all the money goes back to charity. So I was actually going to look at getting a screen tank and then getting a nicer setup for my brother, other than he's using that old 10-gallon for his 2 ball pythons. The 10-gallon is the same one that you guys saw in the what tub size fits best video, but I was going to see about getting some separate terrariums and stuff like that for him, and it's just nice to know that all the money's going towards a good cause. So I was gonna do that, but of course I got rang the night before the show, and somebody wants to meet, but they have to meet at that time. That's the only time that they're open. I almost knocked something over. But so I can't make it to the auction, go over there, and then the car guy never shows. So I missed the NARBC auction for nothing, and it sucked. But you know, I'm gonna be there next time, and I'm gonna have a little bit more saved up, so I know I can get all those things, and I'm gonna kill those silent auctions. You know it. But yeah, other than that, it was just really, really cool. It was a fun experience, and I'm going to be going to another expo, more than likely. And that is mostly because I saw some of our subscribers actually going to be vending there. So I'm actually going to say your name, Exquisite Exotics. I am actually looking forward to coming out and actually meeting you at your booth and really seeing what you have there. And who knows, maybe I may walk away with one of them. So yeah, and that is going to be at the Reptilian Nation in High Desert, I believe. And that was the one that we went to before, and we picked up, I want to say like 6 snakes or something like that. And it was a cool experience, but it was something that was like, it was way too hot at the time. It was in the middle of summer, and it, of course, high desert, it is just killer heat. So yeah, I'm actually looking at one of my snakes that is assuming that it's feeding day, because I'm sitting right here like the entire time. She's staring me down, and that's making it a little hard to not laugh at her. But yeah, it is just, it was a really cool experience, and I look forward to the next one next weekend. But yeah, now to actually get to the snakes after this 13-minute rant. Alright, so I'm actually going to do these by the person that we actually went and got them from, and the first 2 are from Randy at Dark Cloud Reptiles. Sorry, I was drawing a blank right there, because I got mixed up with his old name, which was 515 Reptiles, and he actually had a really cool story for why he's named like that. And I'll let him tell him that story himself if he wants to, because we were arranging for the next time I saw him at a booth, and it wasn't too loud. We'll actually do a formal interview, and I probably should be doing that with most vendors I go to, but I'm gonna have one day where I definitely do that. It's just need to get over social stigma of camera in crowds. So we picked up 2. We have one little boy here that we really just kind of got Walmart suckered in on. There was a pretty nice deal that we really could not pass up on, and it is just a gorgeous snake. And if we're probably gonna have to find something to go with him, and I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out which direction we want. There's so many different ways to go with this guy, but he is gorgeous. For right now, he's well tempered. He told me that he was nippy, but I've not seen any of that so far, and I've been trying to get bit. But this first one, the little boy, is a pastel yellow belly butter het for ghost, and he, like I said, he is just awesome and just very, very pretty. And then the next one just absolutely stole my heart as soon as I saw her, and I don't know why he let it go for as low as he did. I appreciate it. It's just, like I said, this was not a show that we planned to buy at, but you know, he made it real hard. And I guess I actually have one more from Randy too, but that was sold outside of the show. We just picked it up there. And this right here is a little girl. I hope this guy doesn't fall. And she is a killer bee, probable blade, and she is a, like I said, hope he doesn't fall. He only has to learn once. He's not going to do it again. And she is probable blade. He said 95% sure. He didn't mark her as blade, the same as with Horton, even though we're pretty sure when we compared them up against each other that she is blade, and she's 100% het for clown. So her and Horton are going to make some gorgeous babies, and her and him are just so pretty. Like, they're definitely competing for some of the prettiest snakes in our collection, and it's a pretty close running. I had Nicole come in and pick out which one she likes best, and she couldn't do it. So yeah, now on to the last one from Randy. Alright, so here's the last girl that we got from Randy. We actually bought her outside of the auction. I hit him up probably about a week ago or so, and just asked him if he had any breeder girls, because we're looking to actually fill our incubator. We have the one that we're running right now. We have one that's exactly identical to it, and then we have one that's probably like 3 times the size of them. It is just absolutely massive, and we're trying to just see if we can pack those things full. Obviously, we're probably not going to have all the clutches at the same time, so we're probably never going to ever have to use all 3 at once. But we're going to see how close to full we can actually get those. But next season we're looking at somewhere around 40 to 60 clutches, and that is, or 40 to 60 breeder females. So if they do end up going twice in 1 year, we'll be seeing some more. And as you can see, this girl's really friendly. But I hit him up, and he has one girl that's ready to go, and he's kind of needing space. So they let this girl go. She is a pastel. She's probably right around 1,600 grams right now. She's ready to go. I felt her. She has some major follicles going on. So pretty soon she's going to start seeing our boy Diego. He's actually in with the pastel lesser right up there. And she is just awesome. Just awesome, awesome, awesome. She has been known to drop 8 eggs. She's had 2 clutches. She had 8 eggs the first time, and the second time she had another 8, but 2 of them were infertile. So hopefully she drops another 8. I'm hoping it was just like an environmental issue, like maybe the temperature spiked or was too low and killed off those eggs. But we're hoping for another 8 from her, because I love pastel spider fires, and it is just going to be really cool. So I guess that'd be a spider firefly. I don't know if there's a really cool name to that or not, but she's awesome. She's ready to go, and I'm excited to start using her. And other than that, just really excited to really have a little bit more of codoms in here, because we started realizing that we were lacking. We have all of our leopard boys probably sharing the same group of girls, and we're like, we probably should fix that. So that's what we're going to be working on, that and clown, and then we get to move on to all the other stuff. So yeah, really cool girl, and let's get on to the next breeder. All right, so the next 2 that we got are actually from Porter's Pythons. And where are you going? She just immediately started to run as soon as she heard the beep of the camera. And they're really awesome. I'm really excited for these 2. However, only one of them is ours. One of them is my brother's, and he is just starting to get into ball pythons. So, what are you doing? You're like going for the Olympics right now. You see this? Alright. Oh, nope, she's not done. I'm gonna just hold her. So this girl here, from Porter's Pythons, by the way, it was really nice talking to you. But this is... I just caught her, she did fall. But a pastel ivory. She is about 1,000 grams, and she is just absolutely awesome. And you guys know exactly who she's going to. She's going to the blackhead gravelhead pied male, and we're gonna see some awesome, awesome babies come out of that. Man, girl, what are you doing? So yeah, really cool girl right here. No, you need to stop. Stop. And the next one here has a story to it, and it is really cool, really funny. And however, this is my brother's, so it is currently here because he doesn't have a rack set up. Like I said, he just has the tank. We gave him one of our old racks that we aren't using. He just needs to fix the heating elements off of it. We bought it without heat tape on it and just never really needed it, so we just never put the heating element on. So he got and took the rack, and he's putting the heat element on, and then she's gonna be going over there. But this is from Porter's Pythons. Like I said, this is a little Mojave girl, and like I said, she has a pretty interesting story. It was one day Porter's Pythons just randomly had a call from one of his friends who had a snake in his front yard, and he had it in a bucket, and he was just too scared to do anything with it, and him thinking it was a garter or something came by. No, it was a Mojave ball python that was just lounging around. So just really cool. And it is like I said, she went through the full quarantine process. It's probably about double the size of when he got her, and she's super tame. Like I said, she was wild caught technically, but she was captive bred, wild caught, and she is a really pretty example of a Mojave girl. And my brother's looking to create some pastel or pastave bananas with this girl. Woo! It's a Warfield here. What was that? You okay? I think she's fine. She didn't like that she was still in the limelight. So yeah, like I said, pastel ivory and Mojave from Porter's Pythons. So yeah, thank you, Mike, for that. Just really cool. And if you guys didn't know, he was, if you guys are familiar with the Team Zach auction, that is Porter's Pythons. He's the one who put that on with Mike from Always Evolving Pythons, and that was great. And this girl is still being crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and put them back. All right, so this next one, I already told you guys all the story, but I'm gonna actually go ahead and recap it a little bit. This girl is from Dragon Herps. I hope I'm getting that name right. That's just off the top of my head. I don't have the card, my dad does, and I don't know where it is. Like I said, I'm filming this at night and he has work in the morning, so he's asleep, and I'm not about to wake him up for that. So if I do find out that it's a different one, I'll correct it in a later video. But this girl is a super pastel het for clown, and she is just super bright and super pretty. I gotta say, her colors are not as really bright, or and the blushing's not as extreme as Phoenix's was, if you guys remember the old videos of her. But you know, it's close, and it's like really nice to have a super pastel again. And it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like buying a girl for the wrong reasons, but she really did remind me of Phoenix. I just saw her, I'm like, I gotta have her. Plus, you know, we need het clown girls, like I said. We're filling out the project, but just perfect fit, and who knows, she reminds me of the old ones. So, you know, but she is just super tame, and she's really pretty, and I'm really excited to go ahead and try and make some killer leopard blade clowns. I mean, that is a far shot, but it's really worth it, and I really look forward to that in 2 years. So yeah, on to the next thing. All right, so like I said earlier, I'm gonna have to restate, huge shout out to Jonathan 808 Ball Pythons. This is really too much. This is really generous. It really shocked us. Like, we were gonna buy this girl anyway, to be completely honest, but you know, that was just really awesome of you to do. We've been seeing this girl for a while. We've messaged him about it. This is a bumble belly, so a spider pastel yellow belly. Gonna be perfect to go with the blackhead gravel, or you know, it's gonna be 2 years down the road. Who knows what's gonna be popular then, let's be honest. But it'd be really cool to see what happens there, if that's still the cool thing then. There's a mouse. I'm never gonna catch that, by the way. It's just let the humane traps do their thing. But it is just it was really cool of you to do that. Just really over top. It's just, I still don't know how to react to it. I just really big thanks. Just definitely check him out. YouTube down in the description. Instagram, I'm also gonna put down in the description. He has some really cool snakes, and you know, if you guys like the whole father and son thing that we're doing here, him and his son may do different animals, but you know, it is still all together in the same thing. His son you'll see at almost every show, and he's selling the crested geckos, I believe it is, and like, I want to say dart frogs. I'm not familiar with that side, so if I mess up the names, I'm really sorry. But make sure to stop by and say hi when you guys see him at the booth. He's a really cool guy, and I met him not too long ago. Mike introduced us at the Super Show, and was it San Diego? I don't think no, it wasn't San Diego. It was the Super Show out here, but yeah, besides the point. It was just really cool to meet him the first time. Mike actually has the footage because Mike had me go get, had me take his camera and go vlog. So I actually went and I was talking to Jonathan, but then Mike didn't end up using the footage. So you know, if you guys bicker at him enough, maybe he'll release it. But you know, just huge shout out to Jonathan. Like I said, just super generous, and not only was he super generous to us, but he was also super generous to Gray's Reptiles as well. As you guys saw if you guys saw their video, they actually beat me to the upload. They uploaded today. I'm going to upload tomorrow morning, and they have a really special yellow belly. We think there's probably something else in it because that pattern is crazy, and it is just way too kind, dude. It's just super special. And yes, we are going to keep her name. Her name is Busy Bee. Alright, so I'm going to follow through my promise, and this goes out to David Stickney and his dad, and that is, here is Yin, their little baby. He's going to be staying here for a while. As you guys know, he hatched out at 27 grams. He has had 2 meals on his own. I mean, not on his own, we assist fed, because it's really hard to get him to eat because everything we feed him is huge to him, you know. We are currently giving him, as small as we can find him, pinky mice. We don't produce 1 litter a day, so we get the youngest ones. So if you guys can understand that, then yeah, I know I didn't choose my words quite right there, but this is just so you can show your wife if she can be a little less mad. Maybe she'll let you purchase before the first of the year, who knows. But really small. He's awesome, and I can confirm he is gaining weight. He has gained 1 gram from his 2 meals, and considering his meals are really tiny, let's hope that it can stack up and he'll be ready to go once he is of size. But just for you guys to see him, he is awesome. His temperament is exactly the same as Brand's, the Xanthic Spider, and he is just awesome. So yeah, just giving those guys an update as well as you guys. So yeah, on to the next part. Also, channel link down in the description for Python Jesters. They just started making vlogs of their own. And like I said, they got the Xanthic Spider. So if you want to follow our first ever born here at IDR, they have it. Check it out. And that boy is pretty. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Alright, so that is it for the entire Repticon in November in Orange County vlog type stuff. Not quite sure how I'm going to edit this, so yeah, I filmed bits and pieces. I had to still see how the sound came out because that place was loud. It was really hard to be able to talk and just hear the person in front of you. A lot of the times there was a lot of screaming over other people, but yeah, it was really cool experience. Still bummed that I didn't be able to go to the NARBC show, or NARBC auction, there we go. But other than that, just make sure this week on Tuesday, we're not going to be, there's that rat again. Make sure to tune in to the auction. Even if you don't plan to buy, it is for a great cause, and that is for the Sam Jeffers Foundation, and that is to help fight childhood cancer, and that is going to be this Tuesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. I know we said it was Pacific Daylight Time, but we didn't think that it would switch, but it did. So so yeah, it's gonna be at 5:30 Pacific Time. And for those of you guys who are donating to the auction, if you bought snakes from us to donate, don't even worry about this part. But if you are donating snakes, we aren't having them all shipped into the location because we don't want to ship snakes here to just ship them out and put double stress on the animal. You're going to be dealing with the breeder themselves, and we are not going to be handling any money, despite what anybody else out there says. There is no money coming to us, no money coming to the breeder. It is all going directly to the foundation, and when the foundation gives us the okay that you sent that money, that amount of money to the foundation, we will let the breeder know it is okay to ship, and then you guys can all go good from there and get your snakes. We're looking at roughly 15 snakes, 15 to 20. We haven't gotten pictures in from some breeders, so we need those pictures. I'm going to be uploading a video before the auction trying to show off all that's going to be that you can look forward to. That right there. Okay, just made sure I knew where it went. I'm going to actually attempt to capture it, even though we have a few harmless traps out that I'm pretty sure it's going to go to because that's its food. But definitely tune in. If you cannot purchase a snake, we're going to have a link for just direct donations through PayPal. everything is a tax write-off. And then as far as buying a snake, everything over the value of the snake, so let's say you're buying a male Mojave, and let's say its evaluation price, we say is 50 bucks. If you end up paying 80 bucks because you're feeling generous and you know that you don't have to pay shipping, so you're actually saving money on that, because it would be $50 plus $50 shipping, you'd be paying $100. This time you actually be paying 80. The overhead on that snake, that $30 is actually a write-off for you, for tax write-offs. So yeah, it's free shipping this time around, and it is just donations help too. Every dollar matters. It is going to a great cause. So yeah, other than that, that's really it for this video. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. Right after the auction, or probably tomorrow, we're going to be, actually, I know I've said it, we haven't done it yet, I got sick once again, so that's what I get for hanging around Mike when he was sick, I guess. So just make sure, like the video, subscribe. We're going to actually be doing the giveaway pretty soon, and who knows, we may be doing the two at the same time. And other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys at the auction on Tuesday. See ya.